viewers, you know, in Ghana, there's this thing about stunts and action and trailer. We are not really there yet. And I'm happy to have one of the best, not one of the best stunt person that we have here in Ghana. And I think the industry hasn't lived up to his standard, so he doesn't really do a lot of movie stunts.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's right.
Yes. So you are on this set. I'm not going to give anything away on this set, but you are here trying to train the characters to act a particular role. Why stunt?
Okay, so I think the bottom line goes with what the script requires us to do. It's an action movie. Okay, and before you can do an action movie, it means that you need to be proficient with action stuff. Action stuff has to do with kicks, punches, a little bit of, somersault here and there. And you can't be an action cast if you don't know these things. It's just like, how do you punch in a fight scene if you don't know how to punch? How do you kick in a fight scene if you don't know how to kick? How do you block, in the proper way? This is my concern. One of the basic reasons why I don't really jump onto any movie is because the brand first is at stake,
The brand,
yes.
Yeah.
My brand is partnered with a number of international brands, and I don't want to disclose them now, but the truth is that if I do anything that does not match the standard, it goes against me. So if characters or actors can't train within a particular period of time to meet my expectation, then I can't be on board. That's the bottom line.
So you have a timeline.
Yes.
If a producer can't meet the timeline, then you're not going to put your name
exactly.
on there.
So it has to be the actors meeting to that standard, meeting up to that standard, so that if you're doing a kick, you do it right. If you're doing a fall, you do it right. If it's an arm you're wanting to handle, you make sure that you handle it right. So basically that's it.
So in an action movie where we have someone who is into this jumping, they handle arms, but they are not really into the fighting bits. They are the snipers, they handle, they jump, they roll.
That's right.
So those ones too, they are part of.
They undergo training. Stunt is everything action.
Okay.
Stunt is everything action. It has to be, it's not solely to only kicks and fist fight. Hand-to-hand combat is there.
Okay.
But we have the arm fight too. So where you need to know how to handle guns, how to handle other weapons, like the knives, like the swords, like using everyday materials around you, like the chairs and tables.
Okay.
How to use someone hit the ground, how you can fall without getting injured. All these things are things that you need to know how to do them. But one thing is, Ghanaians are not ready to undergo that time period to practice. So they want a shabby. I don't want to mention any producers.
No, I don't even want to cut you, but even normal director, like when you give an actor script, just go and read, use your mirror to do normal emotions. It's difficult. So I'm just imagining even common reading and like bringing out facials and stuff is difficult. How much more like stunt? So I agree your frustration, like when it comes to them not wanting to put in work. But do you think it is the actors that don't want to put in work, or is it the producers or the directors that don't really pay attention to those things?
I think it could be any of the things that you've mentioned, but the truth is funding, finance. Okay, if the finance is good, I'm sure that you can get good action choreographers or directors on board. If the funding is bad, then you may go in for cook or anybody who may do sideway work for you. But remember, invest a little, make sure you get your movie out there. That's what will pay off. But if you wanted to hover around within our terrain, then our movies don't go anywhere. So that's why the foreigners do invest so much. You get it? We haven't gotten there yet, but it's best to communicate. This is your budget. You get it? you communicate your budget with the action director or the stunt choreographer, and when they sink into what you are wanting to perceive and pursue and achieve, that's it.
Yeah, they might buy in the vision.
Yes, that vision.
And even
and
invest in their time.
That's it. I do respect every director and producer out there, but I'm only saying that the actors should be ready to go all out to bring the best out of their craft. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Lord. And
Thank you,
when you were training, I saw the energy, and I'm like, someone of your stature. Like I was telling Abu, like, look at his stature. Like, no one will even think, like, you'll be in time, someone will want to mess with you. And because looking at his stature, like, it's weird for stunt. So like, but then I saw you training and jumping, and I'm like, okay, now I give up. Like, have you had any experiences where people look at your stature and they're like,
yeah, it's that's the every time feeling. Everybody who sees you, it's more like they see you differently when you're in action. But that's the best thing. Security, you don't need to pose like the bad guy. You get it? It's always about, you need to be in disguise, ready to attack when the person is off guard. You get it? So being a stunt director or an action choreographer is not really in the physical look or body or my stature or anybody's stature. The best action directors and action choreographers are always within a particular size range. I know I feel that those who are too tall may have their own challenges. Those who are too short also have our own challenges, but choreography is always more like a dance created for your actors to do it right. When they do it right, when there's speed, power, accuracy, that's it, you're good to go. Speed, power, and the energy should be there. That's all that we need in stunts. If the technique is right, if the speed is right, if the power is right,
everything else.
I'm okay.
Okay, so
all right.
Lord says when you need stunt, choreography, or anything, just call him. He's there. As long as you have the vision, you have the dedication, and you know what you're up and about. Okay, thank you very much for speaking to us.